So welcome everybody. This is Face Yoga and the 5-minute facelift. My name's Melody, if I haven't met you yet. And I've got 20 years of holistic training, esthetician, cosmetology, and I've traveled all over the world. As my passion is to give people holistic tools so that they can live the life that they want to live, whatever that means, in beauty, in health, in wellness, in finance, whatever it is. I want to give you the tools if I know them. Do two different elements of this. So we're going to start with face yoga. So face yoga is just like body yoga. It's stretching and strengthening for different muscles in the face that we use to smile, we use to frown, we use to make all these fun expressions, but you can actually train these muscles to do different things, to hold the skin differently, to rebuild some of the connective tissue, and to actually make your skincare work better. They're uncommon movements. So you might smile all the time, but today we're gonna be like, yes, it's gonna be the most accentuated version of anything you've ever done in your life. There's also one called the Grinch face. All of these are not meant for you to walk around looking like that, but these are meant to train different parts of your face that we just forget about. And this is why we start to get some of this sagging skin. It also helps to maintain tone. It's gonna detoxify the tissues. It's gonna activate and tighten the connective tissue. So all the stuff underneath. Have you ever used? So phase one today is gonna be facial yoga. This is all our strengthening and stretchings. It's no hands-on, so it's just gonna be moving our face in all kinds of fun ways. And then the second stage is we're gonna do the 5-minute facelift. We got the quick version, and then we've got the spot treatment version. So you don't need oils for the spot treatment version. That's when the selfies come in. I really want you to see the difference of what happens when you start activating different parts of the face, and also when you get all this fluid out of our faces. We don't realize how much fluids builds up when you have a headache, when your teeth grind, when you squint your eyes. Like, there's a lot of fluid that builds up in our face. It's amazing what happens when you get the fluid out. It does say clean your hands, only because if you do have a tendency to touch your face at any given point in time, some of you like to see what they're doing. I like to have clean hands. First one we're gonna do is called Kiss the Sky and Tuck the Chin. And you want to accentuate these activities as much as possible. So we're gonna lift the chin up and we're gonna kiss the sky. Kiss it, kiss it, kiss it. And then you're gonna tuck the chin way back into the neck. You should maybe even feel your neck get really, really long. Okay, we're gonna do this 10 times. So we're gonna kiss the sky. Kiss, 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 kiss. Pucker your lips, press them forward. You should feel this in the jaw, in the cheeks. You may feel this in your neck. And then I want you to tuck it back. Tuck it back as far as you can. Like you're giving yourself a little double neck. This is part of that press. Good. So kiss the sky, kiss the sky. Sometimes we call this fishy lips, but I like kiss the sky myself. Push, and then push the lips out, and then tuck it back. Squeeze, we're squeezing the neck, we're squeezing this fluid out. I want you to try to squeeze your chin as close as you can to your throat. And then kiss. Kiss, 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 kiss. And then squeeze. All right, that's number 4, and then kiss. Ooh, you can make noises if it feels good. Ooh. And then tuck it in. Good, and then just press it up. So you want to feel the stretch in the front of the neck, stretching the chin, stretching the lips, maybe even stretching the eyes, and then tuck it back. Tuck it, press. Kiss, 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 and then maybe even pucker a little bit. Everybody, just give me a little bit, and then tuck. Good tuck. This might be relieving some stuff in your neck. You might feel a little crazy sensations, and then kiss. Good, and then tuck. And then kiss. See, any movement you can make. I know we don't kiss people enough. And then tuck, squeeze, and then kiss. Now hold it. Really press those lips out. Press them up. And then tuck. Good, and then release your face. So that one is specifically for the muscles of the neck. You might have felt that going on. All of these, the cheekbones. Anytime you pucker the lips like this, you see the cheekbones go up. So this is all of this area. Kiss the fish, tuck the neck. You also are getting some elongation right here. Your lymph nodes are in the back of your neck and the front of your neck. So as we press, we are squeezing those lymph nodes. The nice thing about facial yoga is you can get a little bit of stretch, a little bit of detox all at the same time. Next one is bulldog jaw and big smile. You gotta take your jaw and push it up so your bottom teeth are gonna go over your top teeth. I know, it's more than your lip, it's your teeth. There you go, it's your teeth. So get your teeth as far as you can, good. You should feel a little squeeze right here, you might feel a little squeeze right here. You might, oh, this is for those little fun parts. Jaw, 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 jaw. I know, it hurts. And then you're gonna smile as big as you possibly can. So smile, smile, smile. I know this is for all this. We don't smile enough. All right, bulldog, 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 bulldog. I know, it's gonna get harder. And then we're gonna smile. Smile big, smile real big. The bigger you smile, the higher your cheeks. See, you can open up your eyes. I know. Imagine you got little strings. And then bulldog. I think the sound makes it easier, personally. And then smile. Yes, smile, 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 smile. You can tell if you're not a smiler by how much this actually hurts, you know? Good, bulldog, bulldog. Push it. Good. Good. Get those teeth. Really try to push those teeth. See if you can see those teeth. And then smile. 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 I know. Your face is starting to hurt, isn't it? I know. We don't smile enough in this world. All right, bulldog. Bulldog. We are halfway through this one. Only halfway. Come on. Teeth forward. Bottom teeth forward. Good. And then smile. Smile. Smile, make it big. Make it real big. Make it happy. And then bulldog. This is number 6. Oh, this is getting really hard on the chin, isn't it? Really hard on the chin. Good. And smile. 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 Anybody getting fatigued? Smile. Smile. We're only on the second one. Remember that. Smile. 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 Come on, bulldog. Bulldog. Push. Good, give me some teeth. Teeth it out. Oh, and then smile. You can smile for me though, can't you? Come on, smile. I'll make you smile by the time it's over. Smile. Get into your eyes. Good. Bulldog. Pressure forward so you can bottom that lip. Bottom lip. And then smile. Smile. We got one more, bulldog. And then smile, make it your biggest one. I know, feel it through your whole throat and relax. Ooh. You might notice right away where you don't smile from. Right? Some of us have more of this smile. Or like a half smile. You'll take pictures, you're like, right? When you smile all the way, think about how many muscles we are using in the face. And actually, when I found people who do this one more often, when they naturally smile, they smile bigger. They show more teeth. They get more accentuation. You might notice they even feel better. Probably notice it was all here, and then it gets a little bit higher as we go into that smile. You might even feel it all the way up here if you smiled really, really big. This next one is called rainbow chin. Rainbow chin, you're just gonna think about lifting the chin as much as you can. You can keep the lips closed, the teeth closed, whatever feels okay there. And you're gonna make a little rainbow. So all the way to the left. And then up and over all the way to the right. All the way to the left. And then all the way to the right. Now, here's a little fun one that you can add. You can stick your tongue out. If the tongue's not your thing, maybe you pucker your lips on this one. You can really tell which side of your jaw you chew on when you do these. Or you got the tongue. The tongue is tied all the way to the bottom of the throat. Good. And there's that one. This will work out the back of the neck too. Just like with any muscle, right? Why do we get flab here? Because the muscle isn't defined here. Why do we get all this excess here? Because the muscle's not defined here. How many of us start to get this forward head posture, right? Forward head posture is gonna pull all the fluid here. So as we're activating all these things through the neck, look at how little that movement is. How much activity you get through the back of the neck. As you lift the posture, you'll notice all of this starts to move as well. You're detoxifying the front and the back, okay? These exercises are not only great for the face, they're great for posture. Last one we've got is chin press. With this one, there's a couple different ways. You can relax your chin right here. You can place your other hand underneath the elbow, and you want this to be relaxed. So find the spot, whether it's the front of the chin, okay? Or you want to push it back. Now, if you get here and you start doing this exercise and you feel like you're choking, press it more forward, okay? Because this muscle right here, see this guy? Yeah, this is what we call the horror muscle in massage therapy. But as this muscle gets lax, this is where we get a little gobble neck, right? So we're gonna activate this muscle. So
That's
where the gobble neck comes from. It's fluid and muscular weakness, okay? So you're gonna press the hand, and start at the front of the chin or start further back, whichever one feels good. And you're just gonna open and close. And give it some pressure. And close. And close. And close. And close. And close. And close. Open wider. And then close. Open wider. So big you can get that mouth. This is why we do these in home. Good. Open. All right, give them a big one. Good. Last one. Those were all for the neck. Now we're gonna move on to the mouth. Like all of this fun stuff in here. Now, if you have chewing abnormalities, so if you got one side that you get clenching on, what you might find is one side is gonna get really tight as we do this. So if it does, I just recommend moving the jaw side to side, okay? These are all pterygoids in here, and we can do some stretches for them. You'll also notice that whatever side you chew on, you have a more defined jawline and you have a higher brow. It might be slight, but we can even out. Facial yoga is meant to even out certain things in the face. If you've ever been in an accident and something has happened, if you just chew on one side, if you've ever had tooth pain on one side, maybe you have a neck thing going on. Facial yoga over time will balance out the physiology of the face as well. First one we're gonna do for the lip, it's for the mouth. This one's called top lip drop. You're gonna roll the top lip over the top teeth, and you're gonna roll the bottom lip over the bottom teeth, okay? Now here comes the hard part. Imagine you have no teeth, okay? And then you're gonna take your top lip and go push it down towards our chin. It's just a small little movement, watch. I know, it's little. It's really little. So you're trying to press this top lip like you're trying to get it wrapped under your chin. Okay? You might not move very much because this is a weird one. But we are stretching pterygoids, we're activating cheeks, you're stretching all of this fun stuff right here. And just give it a whirl. Here we go. 1, 2, good. 4, good. 5, press it down. 2, 4, good. Top lip. You see if you can push the back teeth back. Okay. I can't even count. Okay, last one. Push it real hard. Weightlifting for your face. So a lot of these are gonna build off of that one, so I did that as the first one. The next one is the Grinch face. But it's the same thing. You're gonna roll your top lip over your top teeth. You're gonna roll your bottom lip over your bottom teeth. We're gonna start there. We all have dentures in right now, so we're just gonna curl them in, okay? And then You're gonna pucker them together, so squeeze them together, and you're gonna lift your eyes. So lift your eye, lift the eye, lift the eye. See if you can lift your cheeks. If you get tired, take a break and come back in. All right, release. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Roll your top lip over your top teeth. Roll your bottom lip over your bottom teeth. Pull them together like you get a little string. And now, yeah. Imagine you have a little string and you can pull your cheeks up with it, pull your eyes up with it. All right, you're doing great. That was awesome. Yes, this is the best face ever. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze more. Squeeze, squeeze. And release. So you're already feeling those cheeks. If you've ever wanted higher cheekbones, you know, everybody wants the high cheekbones. You don't have to have the bones for it. You can have the muscles. We can actually build all these little guys. One more Grinch. Tuck it, pull, and then pull like the smile's getting bigger, eyes getting bigger, yes. Pull, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. See you can get bigger. Breathe, and then release. Done. And each time you might notice you can get a little more movement, a little more movement. Guess what we're doing? We are activating muscles that are dormant. So this is how we get the facelift without surgery. One more time, I'm not gonna have you hold it as long. Okay, tuck, pull, and pull, and imagine someone's pulling all these strings back and you can almost barely see out your eyes. Yes, look up if you can. And release. So this one's called the I-O. So we're gonna start with oh. Get that O in there. Oh, yes, oh. Oh. Now we're gonna do it fast. Get really French. Focus on the mouth. Now hold it. And then we're gonna big O. And release. Good, so that's for the nasal folds. Anybody that's got this going on, that's for those guys right there. All right, now for the cheeks. The cheeks can be kind of subtle. It helps if you put your fingers on them. And there's 2 areas we're gonna work on today. The apples we're gonna do second, but this little area right by the cheekbone, so that little area that you would put bronzer in or blush, right? I want you to put your hands right there. And we're gonna use our mouth as our weight. Or squeeze, and I want you to see if you can squeeze those little muscles right underneath your fingertips. And it's gonna be hard because we're not used to them. So think about like lifting your cheeks to your eyes. You know, it's very subtle. Now keep going. So lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Now, if you weren't able to feel it, I want you to pucker your lips a little bit. Now squeeze. So you're lifting your cheeks towards your eyes. Lifting your cheeks towards your eyes and release. Lift your cheeks towards your eyes. Squeeze. Like a little chipmunk. And then release. Now we're going to do it on repeat. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze. It's like you're like squinting. You're squinting, and then you're letting go. Squinting, letting go. Squinting, letting go. Squinting, letting go. Squint. Now keep it. Hold it. Squeeze. Release. When I first started this, I had to sit there forever and like hold my face and be like, where is this muscle? And I did all kinds of things. How do I do this? Do I do this? Do I do this? Do I squeeze, squeeze, squeeze? And you find that little thing that works for you. I had one lady, I watched a video of her and I'm like, what is she doing? And she was like, And she had these cheeks going right here. She was like weightlifting. Yes, they were weightlifting with your cheeks. It helps if you put your hands on them and then just play around with it. Like, do I need to smile more? Do I need to pucker more? Do I need to squint more? Where do I get my activation for this zygomatic muscle? Keep adding on to that. So you're gonna start to feel some of these, okay? This one's called pucker face. So, same thing, we're gonna pucker our face and you're gonna squeeze like you're eating a lemon. Pucker face. Pucker mouth in and out. And when you're looking in a mirror, you'll start to notice this little line gets deeper and deeper. Your little blush line really starts to show. And relax. And for the cheekbone, well, the cheekbones that are really the cheek muscles. I'm gonna add on to that one. So this one's called gesture, so that you can feel what activates your cheek muscles. Same activation, we're still gonna focus on these cheeks, but this time we're gonna make a big smile. You can make it evil if you want to. If you feel like your eyes are starting to disappear, you're doing it right. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Think gesture, evil. And really try to get the corners of your mouth moving up there. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good. This is where most people feel the activation, but I like to explore all of them because I've gone through all of them. Squeeze, 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 squeeze and release, squeeze and release, squeeze and release, squeeze and release. Do these in front of your grandchildren, they'll be like, what is going on? Squeeze, 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 and release. Did you finally feel it? It does take a couple rounds. Time you've got a muscle, just like when you're working out or if you're doing yoga, and you've got this one muscle that you're just not really used to activating. Maybe it's a glute, maybe it's a quad, maybe it's a part of your ankle, and you're not used to doing it. It's gonna take you quite a few rounds for it to start coming on enough for you to feel it. So when it comes to the cheeks, if you found that you couldn't feel them, this is your practice. That's the one that's going to activate the skin the most. It's going to activate the musculature of your face the most, and it's going to shift. You're going to start to see shifts in your own face. So if you ever wanted like that slimmer chin, well, guess what? You got bigger cheeks. It's kind of like if you have bigger hips, your waist looks smaller. You got bigger cheeks, your chin looks smaller. You can change the shape of your face by doing facial yoga. Go on to the eyes. So this is for all the fine lines that happen around the eyes. First one we're going to do is called open wide and flutter. Open your eyes as wide as you can. There is a big muscle that goes all the way around the eyes. And as we do not open our eyes, normally it gets weaker and weaker and weaker. As that muscle gets weaker and weaker and weaker, the skin around it gets looser and looser and looser. So keep them open, keep them open, keep them open, keep them open. Now flutter. Calm it down. Good. Open. 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 Get them as wide as you can. If it helps to look up, that can actually help activate the lids a little bit more. We always looking down. We never look at the trees or the sky. Good. Open. 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 Push some energy into those eyes. And then flutter. Flutter really hard. Flutter like they are butterfly wings. Flutter, 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 flutter. What you'll feel is the lids activating. So the open eyes is for everything around the eyeball. The flutter eyes is for the actual lids. Good? Now open. 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 Look up, look over, look around. See if your eyeballs can help you. Lift, lift, lift. Open, open, open. You might start to tear. And then flutter. Flutter really hard. Flutter, 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 flutter. You might feel this in between the eyes a little bit. You might feel this on the outer edges of the eyes. It just depends on where your musculature has gotten a little soft. And then open, open. Your forehead might even start to burn here. You might feel the cheeks relieving. As you lift the eyebrows and as you open the eyes, you actually release parts of the jaw. Open, open, open. Now flutter, 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 flutter. Flutter, flutter, flutter real hard. Good, now open. Open. Remember to breathe, remember to breathe. Breathing in through the eyes and out through the eyes. Getting as much light as you can. Open, feel those muscles widen. And then flutter. Flutter really hard this time. Flutter, 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 flutter. Good, one more. Your eyes should be feeling a little strained. Open, open, open. Get them as wide as you can, wider than you think you've ever gotten them before. Wide eyes and flutter, 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 and squeeze them shut for a second. And then release them. Oh. You might notice the room just changed brightness a little bit. Again, as we activate the muscles of the eyes, we are also activating all those muscles around the eyes, across the lid, under the forehead, all these fun spots. Open the eyes as wide as you can again. And now you're gonna look all the way up. Look like you're trying to look at your hairline. Breathe. Then you're gonna look down like you're trying to look at your chin. Look as far down as you can. It may even feel strained. And then we're gonna look to your right, all the way. Try to look at your right ear. And then to your left, try to look at your left ear. Good, now close your eyes for a second and squint, 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 and release. Wide. Good, look all the way up, all the way to your forehead. See if you can see your hairline. If you got bangs, you're cheating, but good. Now look down, see if you can see all the way to your chin. All the way down. This one's probably the hardest one. Now this time we're gonna go to the left first. As far as you can, see if you can see your left ear. And then over to the right. As far as you can. See if you can see your right ear. Oh, look, 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 look. Notice if one goes further than the other. And then close the eyes, squint real hard, flush it out. Even squinting activates these muscles, and we squint a lot. What you naturally do is what these muscles will get stuck in, so we want to do the opposite. Good, release your eyes. All right, last time. Is anybody tearing? No? Okay, all right, open your eyes wide. Now look up. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. And all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Make sure you breathe. And then to the right, all the way to the right, all the way to the right. See if you can reach it even further than you did the first time. And then all the way to the left. See if you can reach it a little bit further with your eyes. We are stretching the eyeballs. And then close the eyes, squint. And then open the eyes. It will give you a great indication of what muscles have gotten lax. If you find that your eyes can kind of get here on the right and then they go all the way over here on the left. Some things that you might notice as well is if you look closely, you might notice that you have more fine lines over the side that's weak than you do over the side that's strong. So strengthening the movement of the eyeballs strengthens the muscles around the eyes, tightening the skin so that all of our eye creams can work better. They can only work as good as the skin will let them penetrate. So as we are doing all these, we are detoxing, which is why you might feel some heat and some, you might tear, you might feel a little bit of movement. So you might be a little sore. It's called the brow lift. This is a part that we lose accessibility, which is why we get hooded eyes, okay? The hooded eyes don't come from not only the eyes being lax, it comes from the brow getting lax, right? As it starts to drip, this is what we get left with. So we want to relift the eyebrows. This might give you a little bit of a tension headache because this muscle, it goes all the way back here, right? So it stops right back here. So if you start to get a tension headache, I just recommend you just put your fingers right on the top of your head as you do these and it will help stretch the muscle as you go. Okay, I'm gonna start by lifting our eyebrows as much as we can, just the eyebrows. So here's the fun part. See if you can do it without opening the eyes any further. So we're focusing less on the eyes, more on the eyebrows. We're gonna lift the eyebrows, lift the eyebrows, lift the eyebrows. Good, now relax them. Now lift, and relax, and lift. And notice if they lift at all, and relax, and then lift. Notice if you're like, I don't know if my eyebrows are even moving.
Right.
Good, good. Okay, now we're gonna do little pulses. So lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. I will tell you, it helps if you move your tongue at the same time. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's like your tongue is like telling your eyebrows where to go. So I'll lift my tongue to the top of my mouth, and I lower it. Lift, lower, lift, lower. I'm telling you, it's a weird thing. Yes, yes. See they're going? Okay, good, good. Now we're gonna hold it. So lift, lift. Stick your tongue at the top of your mouth. I don't know why that helps, but and then lower. Wow, good. Lift again. Lift it as high as you can. Lift it like you're trying to touch your eyebrows into your forehead, into your hairline. And release. This muscle gets the weakest for most people because we're always doing this. Instead of squinting like this, see if you can squint lift your lower lids into your upper lids. So you're lifting everything. Yes, it's like squeezing your lower lids up. It lifts your eyebrows. So instead of us constantly doing this, it's this. Gets the same effect if you're in the sun, but we get less fine lines and wrinkles. Now we are gonna do our after pictures so you can see what happens after you do just facial yoga into the lymphatic drainage part of it, which is stage 2. It is noticeably effective. Facial yoga takes a little more time to see some effects because you're activating the muscles underneath the skin. We're activating these little muscles in here. We're activating all the stuff that's the source of the problem. We want the source of the problem. But we also want to detox all the extra stuff that's gotten left behind. So all of the stuff in between our tissues is toxins. If it's squishy, it's a toxin. It comes from muscular movement, it comes from digestion of our skin, it comes from the products we may put on it, it comes from the habits that we might have. But for now, go ahead and take your selfies. Try to take the same angle that you took the first round.